get started. Let's understand the concept of indexes and query tuning activities. A simple, straightforward operation. Come on, let's start. Let's get started now, step by step. Indexes are a mechanism to pre-sort, to sort the table data. What do we mean by pre-sort? Yes, for example, I would like to find the latest modified file. What I do? I sort by date and find the latest modified file. I would like to find the biggest file, sort by size and pick the required file. Sorting makes searching easier. That is a secret of indexes. Sort makes search easier. A mechanism to pre-sort the table data for faster search operations. Here you go. Sort area. Default sort is memory. Observe carefully. Default sort area is memory. Next. We can also use tempdb to perform the sorting operations. We can also use tempdb to perform sort operations. We'll understand them with practice, with examples. Let's see. Architecture. Index creation results in additional index pages. We know database contain files. Files contain pages called data pages. Here we have something called index pages. Next. Each index page of size 8 KB. These index pages contain link or reference or address to actual data pages. So these index pages are organized into a structure called B tree. This one, binary tree. The index pages are organized into a B tree. B tree means binary tree, where inside the database data file. Server contain database, database contain files, data files. Those data files contain these index pages. Size of each page 8 KB. We have root. Here it is. We have root, start location, then branches, additional index pages, and leaf locations. Observe carefully. Next. I repeat, root, index page, start location, branch, additional index pages for reference purpose. Finally, DP, data pages, that contains actual information. It's organization of B tree. And from one data page, we can move on to the next page or trace back to the old page. Every B tree contains root, refer to the start location called IAM, index allocation map, start location. Branch, refer to index pages for fast cluster database access and leaf refer to actual data pages. Observe carefully. So we have root, branch and leaf. Types of indexes. Okay, we have types of indexes. Let's see. Coming to the types of indexes, we have clustered index. These indexes control table data, or they control data pages of the table. What does it actually mean? Here it is. The clustered indexes will guide, or it will help the query to locate the exact location of table data, just like a Google map. Nothing more than that, just like a Google map, a pin location. Next, then we have non-clustered indexes to reference, to refer to data pages, data not combined with index. The non-clustered index gives a reference address to the query for locating the table data. It may not be the exact index, just like a arrow mark or a direction board beside the road, something like that, to make it simple and straight. Undoubtedly, clustered index is powerful, and in terms of processor memory inputs, it is bit costly. It requires more memory and processor resources. We'll practice clustered index first. Then we are going to practice non-clustered index. Then we have something called included index. These indexes include additional columns for faster search. For example, assume you index based on ID. Then search is faster for the ID values. It's fine. If we include other columns, for example, name, gender of the employee, then easy reporting of data, right? Easy reporting of employee data. How it is? For example, select ID, name, gender from EMP table where ID equal to or ID greater than or equal to 1001. Yes, for ID, index will be useful. Include, say, regular index also useful. But you would like to get name and gender as well, right? So if you include name and gender while creating the index for ID, it is much better. Something like this. Here it is. For example, in a textbook, simple example textbook, index based on chapter names and include page numbers, right? Isn't it? In a textbook, index on chapter names include page numbers. It's a simple logic. Why? Yes, you are searching for chapter name. Once you search for the chapter name, what next? Identify the page number. This is what we are going to practice now. Remember, all these mechanisms are mainly for the purpose of ensuring streamlined execution of queries. When we say in less time, simply say optimal execution. Just like a mileage to your car, when you drive between average speed, the green icon in a speedometer, something like that. Because if I drive too fast, it may use more fuel, right? The same thing happens for indexes as well. The generic query tuning activities. So tuning doesn't mean faster all the time. It actually, truly speaking, it means easier search, easier activities, easier executions. There is a default index behavior. When you go for included index, it is easier and faster. I repeat, clustered and non-clustered index are mainly for easier search. Undoubtedly, clustered index is more better, useful. If I say included index, it is not only easier, but even faster. We are going to practice this in next few minutes. Then we have column store index. Important. Especially if you are working, if you are planning your resume for data warehouse, Azure BI or Azure data engineering. Just in case if you are planning for in your resume, it's very, very important, column store index. These index are used to store unique values of a column, applicable for Azure data warehouse called SQL pool, also called as dedicated SQL pool, also called Synapse SQL pool. Simply say dedicated SQL pool or Synapse SQL pool. Yes, when working with huge data, big data, expressed in Azure and other cloud platforms. When working with big data, we store unique values of column. For example, your gender and my gender are same. Our gender is stored only once. There is no point in storing it again and again. You roll it up, you store it only once. Saves lot of space. Then for easier access of such data, we use this column store index, remember. So very rare to see column store in OLTP. Mostly we use it in warehouse, remember that. With this information, let's continue another one. We'll practice all these. Filtered index. Indexes are defined for few rows of a table based on conditions. Example, you would like to index only active products. Then what we do? use a where condition. Yes, you don't want to index all table data. You do not want to invest more space by indexing entire table. Yes, index requires space, right? You don't want to invest more space. You would like to minimize the amount of indexing. In order to save space, go for filtered index. For example, only active products, only active data, something like that. Then we have online index. The online index. The indexes are available for use during their creation itself. Yes, here it is. Applicable for very big databases and tables. Assume you have a table with 100 million rows and say takes around, say 100 million rows, it takes around say 100 milliseconds to create. Assume a production environment with multiple process and memory. So it takes about say 1000 milliseconds to create. By 500 millisecond, say about say 50% of the index is created, and when we run the query, the query optimizer, you have this part in your architecture concept, even in constraints chapter. The brain of SQL is our query optimizer. Can use the already created, sorry, this one, 50% of the index, while remaining index is still being created. That is called online index. Next. Then we have covering index. An index that includes all columns used in the query. For example, select this one. I'll take this query. If any index includes all these columns used in the query, such index is called covering index for that query. Here it is. Given a query, if it includes all columns, or given an index, okay, given an index, being all columns used in a specific query, then such index is called a covering index for that query. If query changes, its respective covering index may also change. It's conceptual. We'll do it now. It's completely conceptual. There is no separate command for it. Any of the above indexes can be covering indexes for one or other queries. we'll do it. Finally, we go for something called indexed views, also called materialized views, to store the query and its result in the database. Here it is. By default, views store only query. By default, only query, select query. Whereas the indexed views store the query and its result also. Applicable in scenarios where we need to run the same query repeatedly, mainly for reporting scenarios, with, or simply say, for updated or incremental data. Now you see, run the query, it says, for example, 100 million rows. Next minute you run 200 million rows, something like that. In such a case, we go for indexed view. Let's understand how to perform these index activities. To verify which index is being used by the query optimizer, we have three different executions, query executions. Type of query executions: table scan, index seek. Table scan applicable for heap tables. Heap table means tables without any index. Every row is scanned from database. Slow searching activity, slow query executions. Compared to table scan, index scan is better. All index data is accessed. All index data is accessed. Every row is scanned from index page, and better performance benefits. Index seek. Seek means to search. Only required rows are accessed from index pages. Best possible performance. So table scan, applicable for heap tables. Every row is scanned from data page. Index scan. All index data is accessed. Every row is scanned from index pages. Good performance benefit. Index seek. Only required rows are accessed from the index pages. It's highly recommended to have index seek wherever possible. And how do you verify it? We'll start the practice now. Verify for the query execution. First we write the query and select the query, right click, and there you have either estimated or actual or live query statistics. Estimated or actual execution plan, or say live query. Then we see table scan or index scan or index seek. Here it is. Come on, let's understand now how to do these activities. A simple and straightforward process. I repeat once again. Indexes are a mechanism to pre-sort the data. Faster search activities. Different types of indexes for different scenarios. Let's understand them carefully now. the next part. Then come to a conclusion when to use which index and how to minimize the number of indexes for best query performance. Right? We'll do it next.